It's not too late to start now. Life sometimes whispers a dangerous lie: you've missed your chance. You're too old, too tired, too late. But here's the truth right now. At this very moment, you have the power to begin again. Tony Robbins reminds us your past does not equal your future. One decision can change everything. Colonel Sanders built KFC in his 60s. Vera Wang entered fashion at 40. Nelson Mandela became president at 75. Each could have said, it's too late. Instead, they decided, now is the time. The power of decision. Change happens when we link pain to old habits and pleasure to new choices. You are one decision away from a new identity. Robbins teaches decisions shape destiny, not conditions. What changes your life isn't the resources you have, but your resourcefulness. We don't get what we want, we get what we must have. When you raise your standards and declare enough is enough, the giant within begins to wake up. Age doesn't matter, only your commitment now matters. Picture your life 1 year from today. Keep doing what you've been doing, where will you be? In the same place with more regret? The pain of discipline weighs ounces. The pain of regret weighs tons. Building momentum. Commit today to daily improvement, however small. Stack tiny victories each day. This creates unstoppable momentum through consistent action. Create rituals that anchor your future. Our lives are shaped by what we do consistently, not occasionally. If your rituals are excuses and distractions, you know where that leads. But if your rituals focus on growth, your destiny shifts powerfully. Change your state. How you move and breathe determines how you feel. Want to change your life? Change your state. Stand tall, breathe deeply, move with energy. When your state changes, your actions follow. Failed before? Failure isn't the end, it's feedback. Every setback was a lesson that gave you wisdom you can use now. You're better positioned to succeed today because you've built resilience. The science of change. Modern neuroscience supports what Tony Robbins has taught for decades. The brain has neuroplasticity, meaning it can literally rewire itself based on our experiences and focus. Every time you practice a new behavior, you strengthen the neural pathways associated with that behavior. Every time you think a new thought pattern, you make that pattern more likely to occur again. This means change isn't just possible. It's inevitable if you consistently direct your focus and actions. The brain you have today isn't the brain you were born with. It's the brain you've built through your experiences, habits, and focus. If you've built it once, you can build it again, differently, better. The key is repetition and emotion. The brain pays attention to what's repeated and what's emotional. If you want to wire in a new pattern, you need to practice it consistently and attach strong positive emotions to it. This is why visualization combined with intense positive feeling is so powerful. You're literally programming your nervous system for success. The power of environment. Design your environment to support your new identity. Want to read more? Put books everywhere and remove distractions. Want to eat healthier? Fill your kitchen with healthy foods and remove the unhealthy ones. Want to be more productive? Create a workspace that inspires focus and eliminate everything that doesn't serve your goals. Your environment is stronger than your willpower. You can have all the motivation in the world, but if your environment is set up for failure, you'll likely fail. Conversely, if your environment is designed for success, you'll succeed almost automatically. This includes your social environment. The people you spend time with influence your thoughts, beliefs, and actions more than you realize. If you're surrounded by people who complain, make excuses, and settle for mediocrity, it will be harder to maintain high standards. But if you're surrounded by people who grow, achieve, and inspire, their energy will lift you up. Vision of your future self. Close your eyes for a moment and imagine looking back 10 years from today. Imagine saying to yourself, I'm so glad I started then. I'm so glad I didn't wait any longer. That gratitude, that relief, that pride, it's waiting for you. The only price is the courage to start today. Visualization isn't just daydreaming, it's mental rehearsal. When you vividly imagine your future success, you're programming your nervous system to recognize and move toward the opportunities that will make that future real. You're training your brain to notice what you need to notice and do what you need to do. Make your vision specific and emotional. Don't just imagine being successful. Imagine what success will feel like, look like, sound like. Imagine the pride you'll feel, the impact you'll have, the person you'll become. The more vivid and emotional your vision, the more power it has to drive your behavior. The compound effect. Most people overestimate what they can do in a day and underestimate what they can do in a year. They expect immediate results and give up when they don't see them. But transformation isn't about dramatic overnight. It's about becoming slightly better today than you were yesterday. 1% improvement daily compounds into being 37 times better over a year. That's the mathematics of transformation. The power of compounding isn't just financial, it's personal. Every book you read makes the next book easier to understand. Every workout makes the next one more natural. Every difficult conversation you have builds your confidence for the next one. Learning from setbacks. Every successful person has failed. More than unsuccessful people have even tried. The difference is that successful people view failure as information, not identity. They don't say, "I am a failure." They say, "That approach didn't work. What can I learn? What will I do differently next time?" The most successful entrepreneurs have failed multiple times before succeeding. The most accomplished athletes have lost more games than amateur players have even played. The most celebrated artists have created more bad art than mediocre. Artists have created period. Volume leads to quality, and failure leads to wisdom. Rewrite your story. You are not your past, you are the meaning you give to your past. See yourself as someone who acts, grows, never quits. Then your actions naturally align with that identity. Identity isn't fixed, it's chosen. Every day, through your actions and decisions, you're voting for the person you want to become. If you vote consistently for the same identity, it becomes who you are. If you want to change your identity, start by changing your actions. The stories we tell ourselves about who we are become self-fulfilling prophecies. If you tell yourself you're someone who starts things, but never finishes them, you'll find ways to prove that story true. But if you tell yourself you're someone who overcomes obstacles and achieves goals, you'll find ways to make that story true instead. Take action now. It's not too late. If you're breathing, your story isn't finished. The choice is simple: continue with excuses or awaken the giant within. Stop saying tomorrow. Replace it with today. Your future is created by what you do in the present, and you are in the present, right now. Tony Robbins has a phrase, "Decisions shape destiny." The decision before you is simple. Do you continue with excuses, or do you awaken the giant within? That giant is your strength, your passion, your vision, your relentless spirit. It's been waiting. Wake it up by declaring, "I decide now. I take control now. I will not let fear, age, or circumstance hold me back any longer." Practical steps forward. Start with a single decision. Not a wish, not a hope, not a someday a decision. Choose one area of your life where you will no longer accept mediocrity. Choose one habit you will adopt, one ritual you will practice, one standard you will raise. Make it specific, make it measurable, and most importantly, make it meaningful to you. Then, create a ritual around that decision. If you want to get fit, don't just decide to exercise. Create a morning ritual that includes laying out your workout clothes, drinking water, doing 5 minutes of stretching, and putting on your favorite music. Make it so automatic that you don't have to think about it. The final truth. The giant within you has been waiting your entire life for this moment. Not for perfect conditions, not for the right time. Not for external permission, but for your decision. It has been patient, but it is ready. Every experience you've had, every lesson you've learned, every moment of pain and joy has been preparing you for what comes next. You are more capable than you know, stronger than you think, and closer to breakthrough than you imagine. The only thing standing between you and the life you desire is the decision to stop accepting less than you deserve and start demanding more from yourself. Don't wait another second. Step into your strength. Claim your destiny. Awaken the giant within. Remember, no matter what has happened in your past, no matter how much time you think you've lost, it is not too late to start now. The time is now. The power is yours. The giant within is awakening. What will you do with this moment? Remember to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more motivational videos and daily inspiration. Thank you.